Now to a report produced by Democracy Now's Sharif Kouddous and Hany Massoud about the events that unfolded Wednesday night in Cairo after the Battle of Tahrir.
10 a.m. on Thursday. We're heading to Tahrir Square right now. Last night saw a coordinated campaign of violence by the Mubarak regime to try and remove the pro-democracy protesters from Tahrir Square. They attacked them with rocks. They attacked them on horseback and camel. They attacked them with Molotov cocktails. There's reports between 600 and 1,200 injured. At least 5 have been killed. The Mubarakites have blocked several entrances to Tahrir. We're going to try and get in and speak with some of those who are there, speak with the wounded and survivors. They're vowing to stay until Mubarak leaves. Unclear what's going to happen now. But we're going to go and try and find out. There are still a large number of people left. We've heard them speaking on channels like Al Jazeera. They've been tweeting out. Apparently the scene is quite bad. A lot of people are wounded. They're trying to tend to them in the square. They're vowing to stay, and they are still coming under attack. We've heard that the most likely way of getting in is across the Nil bridge, which leads directly into Tahrir. Yesterday we tried to get in by that entrance, but it was blocked by a very hostile and intimidating crowd of pro-Mubarak thugs. And we're going to see if we can make it through this time. We're just at the barrier from Nil entering into Tahrir Square. As you can see on the ground here, it's covered in rocks and stones. What one person just pointed out, he said, look, the sidewalk isn't broken up, the street is not broken up, all of the rocks came from the other side. They were under siege yesterday by just a shower of rock fire. They're trying to clean it up. They're trying to create some sense of order now. People are bringing in food, water, and medical supplies, and it really looks like a battlefield. This is not the same Tahrir that we were walking in every day since. This is a different Tahrir, one that came under attack by Mubarak's thugs, and we're going to go see what happened. Over here you can see there's these blue corrugated iron that was blocking off a construction area. Nearly a quarter of it is gone, and what the pro-democracy demonstrators have done is taken them to use as shields. They're using them as shields against the rock throwing and against the Molotov cocktails and all the attack that they were forced to come under.
They used the guns, they used the mini tools, they used the rocks, stones, and means anything they use actually. We had a very, very dark night for all the Egyptians. As I told you previously, that President Mubarak doesn't want to leave unless he ruins all the Egyptians. He only is interested in his authority.
I'm Salma Tarzi. I'm just an Egyptian citizen coming to protest against Mubarak. And I would very much like to tell the world what happened here yesterday. It started off that around this time of the day, we started catching many people that got infiltrated, that were starting to talk to people against protesting. So we were, when we caught one, we would take him and kick him out peacefully. And then there came, they said there were pro-Mubarak demonstrators coming. So we said, okay, we're not going to clash with them. They came here, we managed to push them out. Also, there was yet no violence, okay? And then we started getting calls that there were armed thugs coming. There were armed thugs coming, approaching the Nil bridge and from the side of the museum. So we decided to secure all the entrances. But they came in thousands of thugs throwing stones and Molotov bombs at us, burning the trees and throwing big, huge pieces of rocks. They were breaking the pavements and throwing pieces of the pavement at us. and there were so many injured people that you cannot imagine. There was not a single ambulance here in the square, not a single ambulance. All we had was bottles of betadine and some Kleenex, and all what we could do was just pour some betadine on the wounds, take them there over to our improvised hospital, and just hope for the best. We kept on calling whoever had a link with any international channel or satellite. We kept on calling them, telling them what's happening, that there are no ambulances. Around 6 or 8 p.m. We started getting ambulance cars. But meanwhile, the beating kept on going here, and they were throwing so much at us that the guys could not. We had to throw back the rocks. We had to throw rocks. And they got even more violent. And over there, this was a massacre, because over there were the museum, near the museum, they were also using firearms, like live bullets. And at the beginning, they were shooting down at the people in their legs. A lot of people had gunshots in their legs. But near the evening, I mean at night, they started being obvious with their guns. They were machine guns, and they started shooting at people, and they were on top of the bridge, so they could they were basically like snipers, because they were on top of the bridge, so they can aim at the people's heads.
So he's showing us a bullet that was fired last night, one of many. He says this is what was being fired on them all night yesterday.
ضرب عليهم طلقة حي من فوق الكوبري. لما احنا طلعنا فوق الكوبري لقينا في ناس معهم قناصات فوق العماير.
He's saying they fired live ammunition from over on that side. They were on the rooftops firing down.
My name is Dr. Sharif Hussein. I'm here in this place from 10 days until now. I saw everything. I saw democracy in everything. These people, they are peaceful. They want the democracy. They want to be free. The only way, the only things that they want that they said, please Mubarak, go out.
And there's blood on your jacket.
Yes, this is blood of these
from
people.
The victims. Many victims yesterday.
How many?
Until now, 6,000.
6,000.
Yes, about 50%. 50%, and 6 died.
And 6 are dead.
6 died by gunshot.
This is one of them.
And where you have set up a makeshift hospital here?
No, this is a
small one.
Small center, yes.
Yeah, small, just a small medical center. Not very equipped, not good equipped, not equipped enough. The bad victims and the bad injured victims, we transfer them to bigger hospitals, like in Shams Hospital or Kasrul Hospital. But we here, we do the best of our job. The best we can, we do it.
Can you take us to the hospital?
Yes, I can take.
Here we're on the edge of Tahrir Square. There are many rocks and stones that have littered the ground here. Army tanks are stationed, but they just stood by as Mubarak's thugs came in on horseback and camel and attacked crowds. There's many wounded here in slings. They're bandaged. Here's a child. He's about 5 or 6 years old. He's being fed yogurt by his mother. He's bruised on the side of his face. I asked his mother what happened to him, and she said he's a revolutionary. He's fighting for his future. So we're walking now to the makeshift hospital that's been set up inside a mosque just around the corner around here. We're in an alleyway around the corner from Tahrir, and right over here is the hospital where many wounded are being cared for. This is the makeshift hospital that's been set up. Inside this hospital we see many wounded, different kinds of injuries, broken bones, broken hands, broken legs, many head injuries from rock throwing. And over here there's a whole section for medical supplies that have been brought in. Many have been donated from people coming in to support this movement and support the struggle against Mubarak's regime. It is quite a well-functioning clinic, but many have been wounded. Here's a man with a broken leg, broken arm. He's casted, he's wrapped up. He's also got a bandage on his head. Blood is on his scarf. And what kind of injuries are you seeing, Dr. Arubi?
Many kinds of injuries, cut wounds, stab wounds, and blunt wounds by a piece of rocks, and also gunshots yesterday, not today, till now. I don't know. But till now, there is no gunshots, alhamdulillah.
My name is Suzanne Esmat.
I'm an Egyptologist tour guide, by the way. I'm not a doctor, but I'm participating and helping doctors over here, as you can see, and physicians. And I'm a demonstrator. I started with the movement ever since it started. It started with tear gas bombs and bullets, and now it's ending with these massacres that you can see outside. But after participating in the Intifada, the Stone Intifada, for 2 or 3 hours, we found that they needed our help here. So we came here. We started around 3 o'clock in the afternoon until 3 o'clock in the morning. We saw every kind of wounds in these casualties. Rupture eye globe, stitches, people stabbed with knives, with swords, fracture skull, fracture arms, legs. Some of them was already unconscious, some of them were dying, some of them were in need for respiration, and we couldn't have any ambulances. And each time we called an ambulance, they came 40 to 45 minutes afterwards, and we were already too late. And when they took the wounded to hospitals, we heard that orders were given by the Egyptian Ministry of Health not to receive wounded people from the demonstrators. So doctors had to go using the cars of the demonstrators to take the wounded people in critical cases to hospitals. And for myself, I saw around 3 to 5 which were already most probably dead, and other which were wounded, around 300 to 400.
We're standing in a street leading to Tahrir. They formed 3 lines of defense. They called over an army, 2 soldiers, and it seems they have arrested a police officer. They've arrested a police officer in uniform. They're bringing him over. Everyone is clapping and cheering. The officer looks very afraid. The army has now